So today is my 40th birthday, and if you had asked me 2 years ago or even last year, it's a day I would not have even wanted to mention. Birthdays have been hard since all of the sadness that kind of struck our family. But this year's a little bit different. This year has felt more light and joy than I have in many years. Something at Give Kids the World Village.
All right, and how old are you?
6.
6? And do you have any siblings?
I have a sister and a brother and another brother.
Yeah, and what are your sister, brother, and your other brother's name?
Charley, Connor, and Levi.
Okay, cool. And where are you from?
Indiana.
When Charley was born, it was unexpected. We didn't know she had a genetic syndrome. I was admitted early into the hospital for polyhydramnios. They did a amniocentesis, which they took the fluid out, which caused me to go into labor unexpectedly. And at her birth, we realized she really wasn't breathing. So it took them 13 minutes to intubate her, and that began our journey of a 105-day NICU stay. Connor was about 20 months old at the time of her birth, and it just kind of really just set off this, like I said, a truly unexpected life that we were about to start.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a surprise for us, 34 weeks in, to have something happen that quickly, and so that was God's curveball for us, and we're lucky to be in the hands of a wonderful medical team in Indianapolis, and knew that we had life coming at us pretty fast.
So we learned during her hospital stay that she had a genetic syndrome called DeGeorge syndrome, also called 22q. And because of that, her airway wasn't formed properly. And so she underwent airway reconstruction surgery while in the NICU. She also needed to get a G-tube. And there were a lot of ups and downs. So a lot of things happened during that time. And we just knew that it was going to really start a life of a lot of hospitalizations for Charley. There's been many times where Charley has stopped breathing and she's had to been resuscitated. Multiple times that, it's been very emergent situations where, in my opinion, she's been brought back to life. She's truly a miracle. And the doctors have saved her and continue to save her. And, she's just a living, breathing miracle, to be honest.
Are you her older brother?
Mm-hmm.
Do you take care of her?
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell me how you take care of her.
Well, I protect her. When she's not, when other people don't understand stuff about her.
And tell me a situation or a time that has happened.
If people don't understand what she's saying because she talks different, then I can help her understand what she's saying.
And then we have twins who are 6 years old. Unfortunately, our life took another unexpected turn when our twins were 22 months old, and there was an accident, and our twins were involved in a non-fatal drowning. This really, again, turned our world upside down, to be honest. And now Charley's little brother Levi has a severe brain injury as a result of that accident. So it was a world where everything was already harder for us, and then this accident happened and our life kind of completely got turned upside down again. So in preparation for Charley's surgery, I knew that this was not only going to be scary, it was going to be a long stay. And on my Facebook feed, I saw someone doing a fundraiser through Addie's Journey where they were raising Brave gowns that they would donate to children in hospital. And I had never heard of this before. And I was looking at the website and I thought, oh my gosh, I got to get these for Charley because, you go into the hospital and everyone's in that exact same surgery gown. And I thought, geez, I know if I could put her in a superhero one or something really fun. At least that would change, you know, our mood going into the big surgery, right? It would just bring some smiles to our faces. So I reached out and I purchased some and, you know, had them shipped to the house, and that connected me to Brave Grounds. You know, there was a time where the darkness really overtook us and our family, and we didn't know how we were going to see the light again. It has been my goal in this journey to find the light. And I remember, you know, at one point just looking at her and saying, Charley, if you can just get through this, I promise I'm going to take you to Disney World. And those were the literal words on my mouth. And I wrote a post about it because it was just such a dark day that day. We just wanted to get her better, for the pain to stop. And because of that post I made on Facebook, somebody saw our story and they nominated her for a trip through Baking Memories for Kids. And this is an organization that will award trips to Give Kids the World Village. And that nomination is what brought us down to Give Kids the World Village.
Do you have Charlie's star?
Do you have Charlie's star?
I collect stars all throughout the day, and then at nighttime is when I go hang them up in my house.
This is so exciting, Charlie.
You talk about finding your light. Did you find your light at the village?
We did, and we found our star. So, you know, with Charley getting that star, we just felt like it just relit, you know, her light again. This was a completely different experience. Being picked up at the airport, taken, little gifts there waiting for the kids, seeing your villa, everything from the moment you arrive feels magical. And it's just, you can't experience that any other place in the world. And that's what I think that people who've never been or have never visited the village, you don't realize that it's truly a place of happiness for children who have gone through so much.
It was fun. Because they had like a lot of stuff for us to do there.
Like what?
Ice cream, rides, like we could eat whatever we want.
What was your favorite thing out of all the things you did?
Probably the ice cream.
We went to the pool and we had dinner there.
The biggest takeaway, which our kids got to experience, was just the pure joy that comes with having people and the volunteers of that village, that their primary goal is to put smiles on kids' faces, and that's awesome because that's an extension of what we do at home. But that was such a magical week to experience that.
Do you know why you went to Give Kids the World Village?
Because Charley was sick in the hospital.
And what was that like for you as you're in what grade?
Fourth.
In fourth grade. What was that like for you to go on a trip like that?
It was very fun because we were all enjoying it, and we weren't sad.
I had no idea what a place like that can do for a family and for our spirits. It truly is the most uplifting place you could ever go to. I mean, for a family that has been through so many hospitalizations, has seen the tears coming out of their child's eyes, has seen the screams of pain, to go to a place where everything is taken care of and where your child is accepted for exactly who they are. There is no judgment. You are in an inclusive bubble where every volunteer is just filled with joy and light, where everyone greets you as an equal, where there aren't stares, where people aren't, looking at your family like, what's different? You go to a place where your child can be free and can truly just feel happiness. And every day there's something new and exciting, and there's no place like it.
The village itself, it gave us a chance to really experience what pure joy is because of the volunteers and staff that make that a wonderful experience.
If you could say thank you or anything to the people, just one word, to the people that helped get you to Give Kids the World Village, what would that one word be?
No.
Thank you.
Charley's the best. She is inspirational for anyone in our family and anyone that gets to meet her. Just the lens that she sees life through, happy, positive, energetic. So she's my hero and someone that, when I'm having tough days, I just see what she's going through and how she battles through it. So she's a little warrior, and she's my little princess too. I think you realize how strong you are when you don't have a choice. And I think for my oldest son, knowing that he has a responsibility of being big brother has shaped him as a leader and someone that's able to model the way for her. And then Charley's other siblings too, Levi and Lainey, realize Charley's been through a lot, and so that's on them to step up.
If you think about a child on their worst day, sitting in a hospital, and you look at their parents thinking, is my child going to come home? And if they're lucky enough to come home, if you can grant somebody that trip, there's nothing better for that family. Because it's truly for the family. All of my kids got to experience happiness on that trip. It wasn't just for Charley. It was for everyone. We have a son now with special needs. So being able to go to a place where it could accommodate both of us, Charley and Levi. Levi who's in a wheelchair, Levi who has a lot of special accommodations, being able to know that it was a trip where all of us, where he could go on the rides. And that's not typical. And, we were able to let him participate in every function and every activity because it was equipped for all abilities. What stood out to me the most this year as I was thinking about my birthday was just the friends and the community that surrounded us through so many ups and downs. We have made friends from all over. Our friends from before the accident have stayed with us, and they remind me to laugh and smile. The new friends we've made on this journey, the connections, the love that we have felt, the prayers that we have felt, the blessings that we've received, even through the darkest times. It's truly been a time that I can reflect now and say, through it all, we rose above. She'll have some other major surgeries coming up in the next few years, but now Charley will for sure wear her Give Kids the World brave gown.
Is that going to be special for Charley?
Oh yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's going to bring us back to the memories. It's going to remind her that she's a warrior, how brave she is, that she got through the really tough surgery. And it'll be a reason for me to pull up the pictures of our trip again and to just laugh and smile about what a wonderful week we had. So truly, that gown will be an important part of our journey now.